Paper was light gold in medieval times.
Oh, you want tobacco? Sugar?
That everything we thought we knew about the world might turn out to be completely wrong.
I'm Sarah Richardson. This is Matthew and Fredrika. This is their cluttered kitchen. And this is what their kitchen looks like now, thanks to some help from Design Inc. Matthew designs big buildings.
I was the project architect responsible for everything where the performances take place. It's a very complicated room. There's almost not a single flat surface in the whole room.
Publicly, his designs shine. Privately, it's a different story. When he first moved in, he did a quick fix reno in his kitchen.
I'll help you. There are 3 cupboards over there and 2 over there.
Which doesn't add up for his family's growing needs. Hello.
Hello.
What would you like to have in the kitchen that you don't have now?
I want some more storage in the kitchen.
Okay. Right now you have slab doors. Would you consider something that has a glass panel so that you can't see through?
There's sippy cups back there.
Right.
Don't necessarily want to see them.
Yeah.
I really like having the kids' art in here.
Okay.
It'd be nice to sort of incorporate a better way of displaying it.
You use the table a lot?
All the time.
Everything.
This is
all
the
our
table.
Meals. This
Okay.
is the table.
Okay.
You're cooking here, the kids are here.
Well, you could call that a problem or you could call it a feature. You can stir pot and teach a child all at the same time.
That's right.
And what about color?
The first time Matthew and I talked about color, I said, I'd really like some color in the house. And he said, well, yeah, there are lots of whites.
I'm not anti-color, and I know you're a white guy.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, what am I doing arguing with you? I'm like, ow! What about flooring? Is the preference wood
I would
over
say the
stone?
preference is wood. Oh yeah,
Okay.
not
Yeah.
stone for sure. Not
Okay.
stone or tile.
Would you consider a heated stone floor?
I love it.
What about heated concrete?
Works for me. Is this part of it?
Actually, we're sort of hoping that you'll convince us to take that wall out.
I can convince you of that. That's easy, but what's their style?
I think the question is it more modern or is it less more modern?
Yeah. I guess it'd feel inviting at the same time.
If the wall goes, what do we do about the roof?
Take the roof off and open this as wide as possible.
Would you consider incorporating that slope?
Slopes are not modern.
I was gonna say, I'm getting the division. I'm gonna worry about the inside, and you're gonna worry about the outside. Matthew and Fredrika have a realistic budget for the kitchen, but the budget could boil over by knocking down a wall and raising the roof. Some designers don't like working with architects and vice versa because there can be conflict.
I'm kind of curious to be on the other side of the table.
I respect his ability to imagine the overall space. He realizes that he could benefit from my ability to imagine his wishes for an interior space.
It's good to have outside help.
It's going to be a really great mix of talents.
It's not my design ego that's on the table.
As long as he does exactly what I say. Well, my alter ego on this job is Tanya. I don't think we have good enough use of counter space. I don't think we have good enough use of the wall space. And sometimes it's cheaper to keep the fixed elements where they are. Really max out the upper storage. We'll add a peninsula, remove the back wall, and create a dining area in front of a new back door. If you didn't have a range right here.
All of this is coming out, right?
All of it's gone.
This is all coming out.
We've been busy drawing up a plan. Let's lay it on Matthew and Fredrika.
So we asked for, a lot of storage and we got it. I think there's kind of too much. There's tightness here between the table and this tall cabinet. So if we pulled it back, we get a very clearly defined eating area, right? That's sort of unencumbered.
Time to talk about the trap door.
Well, there's a trap door.
A trap what?
There's a trap door here. And we actually have to keep it because it's the only way to get the washer and dryer back out. It means flipping the door so that the door is on this side and then maybe there's a banquette and a table that does that.
So much for Matthew's concrete floors.
I'm willing to bend on the concrete.
We might have to. While we deal with the trapdoor, Matthew's uncovered new challenges for us.
In the beginning, they wanted one door that was going to lead out into the garden. Now what they want to do is they want to have a double set of French doors. And I've already sent off all the drawings with the dimensions to our window people, and now I've got to call them, tell them that's going to change, and probably find another supplier for the doors.
Remember when I'm going to worry about the inside and you're going to worry about the outside? I can't do it. These doors are going to have a huge impact on our interior design. Our door installers are here to help with the details.
I don't actually like the out-swinging door.
What about bugs? No?
Because you can't get a screen, and there's nothing to stop it.
Every cheap reno at the back of a house has a slider, not mine. The slider is only ever half open. We're talking about being able to open the whole thing.
And the size of one of the doors has grown.
So the big one would sit next to the table. So most of the time it would be closed.
So is there enough wall space to hold that door when it's open?
It's opening out.
It's opening out. They're both opening out. Yeah, we got to get this right. I never say compromise.
Just get him to sign. This was his idea.
Finally, we can close door gate and open up the back.
Hello? Hi.
I just spoke with Patrick, who's doing all the demo over at Matthew's place, and he's come in at about like 22 to 25.
That's 2,200 or 22,000?
There'd be a K at the end of that one.
Okay. That's not okay.
That's not including drywall. That's not including any painting. That's not including the installing of the heated floor.
And a kitchen.
Oh, and that also doesn't include a new roof.
Another 3K for that.
I don't know where the money's going to come from.
The trees are looking lush, but they don't have money on them.
When an architect,
I'm a minimalist modernist. In my mind, that's no style.
Asks a designer,
I actually think it's going to be a really great mix of talents.
To create his dream kitchen,
as long as he does exactly what I say.
I never say compromise.
It's an exercise in diplomacy.
Can't we find that middle ground?
Yeah, but then I'm the average man. Yep.
Matthew's minimalist vision has pushed our budget to the max.
Well, it's either more money or less modern.
Time to crunch the numbers without crushing our client's dream.
My approach is always, I want the total finished package, and if I have to make trade-offs to get there, I will.
Because in addition to custom doors, side windows are now on the grocery list for this reno.
It's going to add a fair bit to the budget.
But
here it comes. Wait for it.
I really want to make sure that we've studied this carefully, and if we lose that opportunity to put extra windows here,
you're going to regret it.
I think I might regret it.
Okay.
Yeah.
The finishes are what shows in the end. And so you don't want to get to that point and have no budget left.
But to me, windows and light is a finish. It's a finish, right?
To stay on budget, we'll have to go with ready-made cabinets and get creative with counter and flooring solutions.
Is this going to be that everything perfect box? I don't think we'll get there. I still think we can get something that's really full of delight.
Okay, off to find delight that's off the rack, as they say.
Hi, how are you? What do you think about doing a sort of whitewashed ash? The up top flip-ups could be solid aluminum edge with a white glass panel in it.
I like the ash with the aluminum.
I really like the ash. I think it's looking very pretty. Okay.
Perfect.
And done. Oh, isn't that looking very monochromatic?
It's starting to get there. Well, we went and tried to find out about the wood one.
The one that I found the other day?
It's not in stock.
Okay.
Back ordered.
But we can get the white glass?
We can get the white glass.
I still love the white glass.
I think it looks great. So we'll do it on the uppers, and then all the lowers are going to be white.
I love it.
Yeah.
And the floor?
We have this trapdoor that we're having to contend with.
I don't want to do wood because it's high traffic. It doesn't make sense at a back door. Like, why don't we do an old school linoleum floor? We could go either with this silver shadow or serene gray.
That's nice.
I mean, doesn't that just say architect to you? Why don't we make everything in this kitchen gray and white? I mean, that's where I see you're going with these backsplash samples. Yeah. We could do these countertops, which look like concrete. We can still put a hit of color on the wall, and then we can introduce those accessories, which are really gonna bring it to life. They're gonna love it. Perfect.
Well, perfect to us anyway. Tan, can you come here for a sec?
We got a little bit, I don't want to say frightened, but concerned that we might be leaning too heavily towards just a generic, too middle-of-the-road all-white kitchen.
Apparently now they want a pop of color. You ready for it?
What color?
They're thinking red.
They're thinking red for one section, then they're thinking wood for another section, then they're thinking some white, and then they're thinking a wood floor. That's enough thinking. Time for more diplomacy. The idea of the red totally surprised me.
Okay, well, what if we did a white, an all-white kitchen, except that this low and the return up was that shocking red?
I normally see pop in a kitchen come from a wall color or great accents or whatever, because most people don't want to commit to a color for the long haul.
I'm not sure I can have all red. I think that's a lot.
And I just want to make sure that you're going to like it in the end.
Thinking about using it as a splash.
I think he's warming up to all white. At least now we can finally put our gut job in gear. Before the wall between the kitchen and the back room can come down, we need support to keep the roof where it belongs. That ought to do it.
Okay. 6 inches there, 6 inches there. Beautiful. Probably easy, right?
With the roof raised and flattened, we can add a course of bricks to fill the space. This kitchen is cursed.
Hello?
Good morning. I've got good news for you and bad news. The good news is I've heard from Matthew and they have decided that they are going to go with the marmoleum floor. Great. So that's the good news.
And the bad news?
I got a call from Ken about the doors this morning and they swing the wrong way.
What?
They're both opening out. Yeah, we got to get this right.
So the doors swing in and not out. Oh. We can't install the doors, which means we can't install the trim, which means we can't do the painting, which means we can't install, I am not installing a floor without doors. We're renovating Matthew's kitchen.
I'm Mr. Easy.
Well,
what he wants is expensive.
Every cheap reno at the back of a house has a slider, not mine.
But the special order doors...
They're both opening out. Yeah, we got to get this right.
...are wrong. The doors swing in and not out. The budget is tight, but the schedule is tighter. Hello, my friend.
Hey, Ange.
That's some lovely hand cream you've got. That's looking great.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
It's indoor-outdoor living. It's all open. That's what we've decided.
You don't
for
need
this
a door.
space.
Okay, because we don't have a door. They cannot help us by rushing a new door through. The absolute best they can do is 3 weeks. We were planning on being finished this kitchen end of next week because Matthew and Fredrika and their 2 young children have been without a kitchen for long enough already.
Now needs work to be a kitchen.
I agree. We're not gonna let the wrong doors stop us. Even though they swing in, we've installed them for the time being so we can continue progress in the kitchen. Starting with a heated floor. With the radiators gone, it's a perfect solution and it works under our new stylish marmoleum floor. With a kitchen renovation, things can't go quick enough.
Having brought all our shelves out from the old kitchen and just putting them in here works pretty well. The thing that doesn't work is that we haven't figured out how to make coffee.
We have a good coffee date every morning.
So now we end up having a coffee date before work.
Our new swing out doors have arrived.
That's it. Walk away.
Oh, come on. Our outlook on this renovation is getting brighter all the time. Holy moly! Why are our cabinets blue?
We just thought we'd change the color on here.
It's just a protective film, but I kind of like the blue. Looks great.
Yeah.
Brought you fabrics to your construction site. So that's the fabric that you found.
These are great.
For the cushions and
our bulletin board.
I got you vinyl in this cherry red color for the stools and the little bench that'll go underneath the window. And look at these fabulous buttons.
I love these.
How about some fun with pink?
Do we do an accent wall in here?
All right, well, what are we doing for dining chairs?
We've taken their chairs and we're spraying them a really great sort of candy cane red.
We've got Cherry's Jubilee.
Yes.
Big on that wall.
Yeah.
Then we've got bold red chairs. We got a lot of color.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we doing an accent wall?
I'd be happy to keep it just open, airy, clean.
White. I think it should just be chalky white.
So what color white do you want to do as the chalky white?
White?
I don't know, but like white.
White?
Okay.
Like I think just get it white and not tint it. What about the counters?
This is what I wanted.
No, you're not getting that. This is the kitchen of you're not getting what you want.
So what am I getting?
Meet Misty. Sarah, meet Misty. Misty, Sarah.
Hi, Misty. Nice
there
to meet
you go.
And the backsplash?
We're back to white.
I think the concrete would be better because I think the problem with using all different whites
is that it becomes
all different whites. It's client's choice. I really wanted to use one of these.
They love that idea, and they've actually gone and bought a sphere.
Okay, that's the exact one I wanted them to buy.
Well, they got it. So there you go. It is your day.
Suggestion. My ESP was so dialed in yesterday. Okay, that's great. I'm afraid to ask, but is there anything else?
They want to keep the wooden trim.
No. Come on! A white kitchen needs white doors, nothing less. Tan, the junction boxes for the pendants look really close together to me. Oh, Matthew chose that placement?
Yeah.
Can an architect and a designer work together? Maybe not.
I'm the nightmare client, right?
From the beginning, I'm gonna worry about the inside, and you're gonna worry about the outside. Matthew's kitchen has pushed us to the edge.
It's not my design ego. That's on the table.
Matthew doesn't want out of the box, ready to go.
But
here it comes. Wait for it. And we did. They're gonna love it. Perfect. They don't like it. They're thinking red.
I'm not sure I can have all red. I think that's a lot.
We're back to white. Many shades of white.
And then, so the doors swing in and not out.
What?
Unusable. But they're okay now.
That's it. Walk away.
Not until the last piece is in place.
We're near the end, and it's a huge relief.
Me, I'm anxious the whole way through.
I'd say that once the counter goes in, then yes, you sort of have a feeling of, okay, we're almost there.
If you think, okay, we're near the end, you can sort of let your guard down.
I cannot rest easy or not wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning stressing about these things until it's done.
Look at Misty. Hello, Misty. Look how nice those doors look, painted white. I'm not gloating. What we've done in this process is we've brought Matthew back to his original vision. Hundreds of shades of white.
White.
Yeah.
Yep.
With the last of the installations complete, Design Inc. can turn up the heat on Matthew's kitchen.
Power delivery. Oh, I love these ones. These little button ones.
I've got the perfect place for this one. We do lots of dramatic transformations in this business, but this is worlds apart from what we started with.
It's taken a lot of details that have come together beautifully, and I love this kitchen. I would have this kitchen at my house in a heartbeat.
The key goal for Matthew and Fredrika was to get more space. So it was a matter of capturing this kind of back enclosed room. In order to achieve that, it meant that we had to spend a good amount of money on the structure, far more than anybody wanted to. More than half the budget for this entire project was spent just getting that space.
It feels light and open and clean, and I love it.
I think that the doors look beautiful now, and I'm really happy that Matthew got what he wanted.
Those doors will make a huge difference in the way we live in this kitchen.
And I would have put a sliding door. I would have saved the $4,000. Who's kidding who? This kitchen felt dingy before. Best way to get a light, bright, airy, fresh kitchen is make it white.
When I look at it closely, I don't see it as an all-white kitchen. I see it as a kitchen that has all of the kind of hues and takes the color of the light, whether it's artificial light or natural light.
I think we've got all of the pop, all of the wow that we need, and it's been achieved strictly through the use of accessories, so that they're flexible and you can change them over time. The money that we saved in getting a kitchen that came out of a box meant that we were able to invest in some other elements in this project and make it a truly gourmet kitchen, and that is the stone countertops, the stone backsplash, great appliances, heated floors. The countertops are a man-made material. The backsplash is natural stone, yet they look like they were made to go together.
I like the layout. I like all the cupboards I have now to put things in so that we're not going to have crap all over the counters.
I wanted to have a casual bar because I think it's important for kids to be able to be part of the cooking process.
The seating area that we designed at the back of the kitchen was an effort to create maximum flexibility. It can be moved around.
You got me around.
We worked with their existing chairs.
Looks like it would be hard to touch.
The great thing about the table is we bought the base, then we added our own top to it. A butcher block top is very durable. Those kids can't trash that tabletop. We wanted to make sure that every material we selected was the most appropriate for the space. So we went with vinyl as the seats on the stools.
Bouncy chair.
Spray them down, wipe them clean. All of these surfaces are designed for grimy, sticky little hands.
And what it is?
What I love about the bulletin board is that it looks like a piece of art. I think it looks graphic and happy.
Would you like a cheery cherry?
But then this is a place where the kids can put up their artwork. There was days when I thought the answer to the question of can an architect and a designer work together, the answer is no!
I think maybe I was a terrible client.
It was challenging getting here, but I think it looks great.
I can't wait to fire up my espresso maker.
This kitchen belongs in a magazine and it came out of a box.